Hi, Simon here. This is a tutorial on how to use Solidworks to design a custom case for an Adriano Uno project. And this is a retrospective look at the case that I just designed. This is the case in front of me. You see the simplified version of the circuit board in the bottom of the box there. Let's roll it over. Okay. USB ports and power ports are accessible. And, oh, come on, computer. In the back of the case, I've also made a relief for the some cables to come in and out, and the lid matches, screw holes align, things like that. Okay, so I'm going to take you back to day dot, which is drawing the base of the case, and I'm just going to roll back to, actually, just turn a couple of features on, hide show, so that's all good. Okay. So firstly, my first sketch I did, I'll just bring this up, is a simplified version of the Adriano Uno, oh, wrong one, here we go. Okay, so just of the circuit board here, just basically, it just has the basic core details that I needed. So top footprint and front footprint, and this was just to make it simpler to align the plugs and so on. So that was what my top footprint looked like, and I just put the screw holes on it, basic width, a couple of little details that mattered for the plugs, and then I'll show you the front one. Okay, and that again is for the end view. Okay, so the first thing I did was draw and extrude the box, just basically, but quite a bit bigger than the shape that I wanted. The next process I did was fillet the corners, just to put a nice little radius on them. Okay, from there I shelled out the inside of the box to give it, walls. Okay. Yes, just turn that on. Oh. Okay, the next thing I extruded was the support columns for the screws, and they've just been projected up through the corners. I just, again, line that up. So those again were just in the corners. They're projected up to the top surface of the box. Okay. From there, I cut the screw holes using an extrude cut. Next thing I did was extrude boss, and these are for the support columns for the circuit board itself, and they just project up high enough that they come up in contact with the bottom of the box. I'm going to just cut it in half now so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. Okay, see the columns are projected up to the bottom where the circuit board will sit. Okay, now the next item I did was just pop it on its side so you can see what the effect was. So this extrude cut was putting the screw holes in. Okay, for the circuit board itself. Now the next extrude cut was on the front face, and that was just for the plug holes. So I'll just bring that up. Okay, so you can see the original outline of the socket, and then I've just made this one a little bigger. Okay. And then my last extrude cut was this back hole or recess for the power cables. So turn on. Okay. So again, just drawing a sketch and then doing a extrude cut. And that's pretty much it. That was the base of the box. The next part was the lid. Okay. So again, I'll just roll this back. First thing was just a basic rectangle. It's clear because I've changed the material to acrylic, which is a transparent material. Or if you have a clear section of it, it's transparent. And that just gave me a little bit so you can show you the details inside the box. You don't need to make that clear. Then I used the fillet tool to radius the corners. So the first extrude was the exact same dimensions as my basic first extrude of the box base, and then I used the same fillet radius as the box base, just so everything matches. Next thing I used was the cut extrude command to cut my screw holes, and the spacing from the corner, top view. The spacing from the corner is exactly the same spacing as I used when I was doing the screw holes for this. Okay, so it's just that dimension from there to there, there to there. Exactly the same on the lid, so obviously the lid holes line up with the box holes. And then I use the shell command, and that was just to thin out and hollow out the inside. Again, it's not critical, but it just adds a little bit more detail that I like, and if you're 3D printing or something like that, means you're not wasting so much material making this solid. Okay, so that was the lid. Then the last part was the assembly. I might find the right document. Okay, so there was the assembly, and essentially all I did with the assembly was bring in the box base first. So I'll just wipe this up. It doesn't want to do it. Okay, just okay. Okay, so the first thing I did was from my parts, I created an assembly from this part, imported the part. I'll show you another video of how to import videos inside an assembly. That'll be next. Okay, so I import basic part. I then brought in the circuit board, Adriano, and I used mates to mount it into the box. Again, the next video will show this all in detail. And then I brought in the lid, and again I used mates to locate it in the correct location. And then for a little bit of added detail, I used some smart fasteners. These aren't required for your assignment. It's just something extra that I wanted to pop in to show you the capabilities of Solidworks. And that was the finished product in the end, and that was pretty much it. Okay, so look out for the next video. It's going to be called Assemblies and Mates. I'll show you the process of importing all your parts and making sure they fit together. Okay, thank you for watching. Please come back soon. Take care. Bye.